Hello everybody, I'm Elliot, and welcome back to Advective Weather. Today we're going to be taking one more look at Cyclone Judy. So as you can see, Judy has made landfall over several of the islands of Vanuatu over the past day, and has strengthened to a Category 4 storm on the Australian scale, which is equivalent to Category 3 or 4 on the Saffir-Simpson scale. The remaining impacts from Judy should be relatively minor, probably relegated to high surf over some of the islands of the southwestern Pacific, such as Fiji, New Caledonia, and Vanuatu. However, a little bit of additional rainfall may be possible over Vanuatu as the storm heads out to sea, given the very monsoonal nature and sprawling bands of the system. So here's the Joint Typhoon Warning Center cone from 6C. At the time of the cone's release, Judy was a Category 3 storm with winds of 105 knots. The cone projected it to strengthen to 110 knots, which it did, and as you can see, it should be heading out from any remaining land masses that it might impact, so that's a good sign. So as of 12 UTC today, which is March 1st, Cyclone Judy was located at 20.2 degrees south, 170.2 degrees east, and movement was southeastward at about 15 knots. Judy was also estimated to have 1-minute sustained winds of about 110 knots per the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, which makes it a Category 3 equivalent storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale, and 10-minute sustained winds of 95 knots per the Fiji Meteorological Service as of their 6C estimate. And at the 6C estimate, Judy also had a minimum central pressure of 945 millibars, and this is pretty typical for a monsoonal storm that is high on Cat 3. Here's the visible loop of it, well, the shortwave infrared loop, but as you can see, Judy is a very large system. The sprawling rain bands are reaching out all the way almost to Fiji, and that's why we do want to keep an eye on the flooding threat as it does move out to sea, because the influence of the storm is pretty large. So keep an eye out for that. As you can see in the top left corner of the loop, there is another disturbance that may be developing into a tropical cyclone, so we will be covering that. And here's the weather models. As you can see, extratropical transition is going to occur starting in about a day or so, probably completed in about 2 to 3 days, and Judy should be weakening during that time. And both of the models are in agreement that another cyclone may form and take a similar track to Judy. As you can see, that's the second cyclone starting out south of the Solomon Islands, strengthening as it passes through Vanuatu and takes a very similar track to Judy. At this time, there is a large amount of uncertainty as to the exact track, intensity, and impacts, as none of the official agencies are issuing advisories on the system as of now. However, it could be designated fairly soon, so we'll have to keep a watch on that, and we may produce video updates on that if it's needed. So here is the European model. Very similar solution to the GFS. As you can see, it begins extratropical transition in about 1 to 2 days and completes it around day 3. And as you can see, the second system also passing close behind Judy through the islands of Vanuatu and out to sea, similar to Judy. So what can you do? Always follow official guidance for accurate and up-to-date estimates if you're at risk for cyclone impacts. For Cyclone Judy, always use the Fiji Meteorological Service and the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They issue advisories on a 6-hour basis, sometimes on a 12-hour basis, and they are the officials, so they know what they're talking about. We are meteorology students, but we are not degreed, so always stick to the officials. And if you don't know if you should evacuate, always consult local officials for your area. They know what the risk for your area is, and they know how to prepare for cyclones, so always consult them if you have any questions. And that would be the update for today, so feel free to subscribe, click the link below, and we also have a Discord server, so feel free to join that, and you can chat with people such as myself and the rest of our team, and it's a great community, so I do suggest joining. And that will be all for today, so thank you and have a wonderful day.